Exactly. You'll go to the National Gallery of Art, where they have every kind of painting, plus a gallery where kids can make their own art too. And we'll see cathedrals and Big Ben.
Who's Big Ben?
Lulu asked. Remember the clock in Peter Pan?
Oh, will we see him too?
Lulu clapped her hands. Lulu, you know Peter Pan's not real, Mia said. Lulu opened her mouth to argue, but Maddie jumped in to stop the fight before it started. Why's the clock called Big Ben? You know, I'm not sure, Mom said. It's actually not the clock that's called Big Ben, Miss Julia said, reading off her phone. Big Ben is the great bell inside the tower that chimes, along with a lot of other smaller bells, every quarter hour. Some people think the great bell is named after Sir Benjamin Hall because he oversaw its installation. But others think it's named after Benjamin Conte, England's heavyweight boxing champion.
Fashion show time!
Lulu shouted, twirling around in the assortment of clothes she's been pulling on. Shiny purple boots, a fringed skirt, a multicolored striped t-shirt, and a glittery hot pink sunglasses. We'd better go downstairs, Miss Julia said.
And close your eyes,
Lulu called after them.
Count to 100.
They'd only reached 40 by the time Maddie, Mia, and Lulu had lined up on the stairs.
Open your eyes,
shouted Lulu, and then,
wait! Keep them closed. Get Daddy to play the piano. We need fashion show music.
How are they supposed to keep their eyes closed and get Dad too? Mia asked.
Upstairs, upstairs,
said Lulu, pulling her sisters up to the landing. When Rachmaninoff's Piano Concerto No. 3 wafted up the stairs, the girls sashayed back down again, this time with extra flair to match the music. These are our touring round town outfits, Mia said, including comfortable shoes so we can walk and walk. Mia was wearing her favorite shoes. Lulu still wore her purple boots. Maddie had shoved her feet into ballet flats after pulling on a skirt and her favorite scarf and jacket. Mia was wearing her favorite t-shirt. It had shooting stars. You might want to add an umbrella, Miss Julia said. And jackets. It rains almost every other day in London, even in June.
It won't rain for the Glimmer tour,
Lulu said.
It will be just lovely.
After the girls floated up and down the stairs, modeling a full range of outfits, Mom and Miss Julia gave them a standing ovation. Then Dad kissed the top of each of their heads. Now, let's finish packing those suitcases, Mom said, and see if we can find Maddie's floor again before dinner. Deal?
Can we have pizza?
Mia asked.
Barbecue chicken pizza,
Maddie suggested.
And Doritos?
Lulu asked.
And Cheetos and bologna?
Maybe pizza, Mom said, eyeing them each in turn. Plus salad, and maybe, if we get all our packing done, chocolate cookies for dessert.
Deal,
the girls said in unison before racing each other up to Maddie's room. Chapter 2. Lulu bounced up and down on her toes as everyone took their luggage down from the overhead bins and slowly filtered out of the airplane. Maddie knew exactly how Lulu felt. All she wanted was to stand someplace where she had space to stretch her arms and legs. Between the flight from Nashville to Washington, D.C., and this flight from D.C. to London, they had watched 4 movies, eaten breakfast, lunch, and dinner, plus 3 snacks, and she'd taken 2 naps. Maddie had read as much of her book as her eyes could bear, had drawn every last thing she could think of in her sketch pad, and even still, she'd run out of things to do almost 20 minutes ago. Finally, the aisle cleared, and Dad led the way out of the airplane. Lulu exploded out of the air bridge into the first empty space she could find and started to twirl and leap. Sometimes Maddie wished she could